some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And we playing my old team. She about to get real. Yeah, this shit on hard, man. Oh, y'all can't be letting me miss, though.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. 4-point game.
There we go.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Russell, no good. Lakers on D. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome.
Might just foul out this game.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they play best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Look, oh yeah.
The Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Love outside. Again, Love missing.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
I can't do it.
And it's Hibbert missing.
12 points, bro.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Smith with it. Now defended by Randall. And stolen by Russell.
Hey. If you didn't hit that follow button, hit that follow button for me, man. I think I'm done.
Clarkson kicks to Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. And so it's Cleveland with it. They trail by 6.
Oh, yeah, I'll be streaming later.
It is just to Thompson. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Smith. Here's James. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. Kicks it to Dellavedova. Pass to James. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. Catching up on the changes for Meta World Peace. He's checked in for Hibbert. And Nick Young is subbed in for Kobe. Clarkson passes to World Peace. Dishes it to Young. Another shot. It's Cunningham with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Brandon Bass is checked in for Julius Randle. Nance comes in for Clarkson. And it's Williams in for Russell. Williams. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
11 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Young outside. Back to Williams. Nance a screen. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And Young, here we go.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up.
A little more sense of urgency. Yeah.
Or to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they've played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for LeBron. And Smith subbed in for Cunningham. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Smith against Williams. It's stolen by Bass. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And after just one quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Lakers lead by 15. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Lakers?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Cavaliers trail by 15.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Kobe and Randall, a forward duo. Russell is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in the center position. That's the Laker 5.
you know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Los Angeles on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Russell kicks to Bryant. The three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 15. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Russell's running. Good. 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Lakers leading by 14. There's the dish to Russell. Hibbert with the screen. The three, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Cunningham in for LeBron. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early as the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher. Those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
And Young, here we go. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. And here's Love for 3. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ball going up court. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And the Lakers making a change here. Pass is checked in. The Cavaliers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
His second person, 15.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's Cunningham. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. And former coach of the... Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. And Love has it in the corner. They get it again. It's Jefferson outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And here is Williams. And Young, here we go. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. Lakers on top, 36, leading by 14.
The Cavaliers
Live
22. Your safety is our #1 concern. In the event an emergency evacuation of Staples Center becomes necessary, please walk calmly out and away from the facility.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. One of the great stories here, Nick Young getting it done today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. One of the great stories here, Nick Young getting it done today.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. And it's Thompson in the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's stolen by Randall. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Stolen.
He was on that pass in a flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it off.
And Randall throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And here's Kobe for three. The Cavaliers trail by 17. And the dunk by LeBron.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Russell. Outside for Kobe. Bryant is doubled. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, They were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Here's Russell. Finished off the break. And the Lakers lead by 17.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Randall no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And here's Love from the arc. Love with another miss.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing. Impressive fast break. There, they did a great job advancing the rock with the pass.
And the Cavaliers call time here. A big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. With all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the #2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Nance.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination. I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nance has got 5 now.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Jefferson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here is Cunningham. 8 points for him. The feed to Harris. No good on the 3.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backdoor.
Jefferson dishes to Varejao. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Again, Young missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Cowan passes to Cunningham. That's tipped. Here's Huertas. Can't get it to fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lead by 18. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. And the pass to Dellavedova. Here's the 3. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 4 assists now tonight.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Bryant can't get that one to fall.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Love against Hibbert. Smith for three. Rebounded by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pulls up. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
That's a 2 from Dellavedova. No good off the front iron.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah. Clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
LeBron James, Joe Harris.
And so here's Cleveland. 19-point game. The drive by James. Feeds it to Varejao. He kicks it to LeBron. 5 on the clock. The shot is off. Great D that time from Hibbert. Lakers leading by 19. And Russell with the basket on the assist from Randall. That's now 8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Los Angeles.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Here's Harris. Dellavedova kicks to Harris. Cleveland moving it around. Varejao. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it. Boy, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
LeBron. Oh! Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
And that one's good.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
Clarkson with the ball. Harris is there. Here's Hibbert. Varejao grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Russell. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Smith for 3. No good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Clarkson dishes to Randall. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Russell. Off target from three-point range. Pass to LeBron. He feeds it to Love. Fires the 3. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our